YouTubers, Pastor Bob. Well, I hope you guys are all having a blessed week. Mine's been really good. I got to take a trip up Feather River Canyon last couple days. I always have a good time when I go up there. I want to talk to you for just a minute about complaining. Does anybody out there ever have a problem complaining? You know what? That is the one thing in my life that I try not to do. Because I'll tell you what, when you're blessed by God and you complain, you are on a very slippery slope. Numbers 11:1 says, "And when the people complained, it displeased the Lord. And the Lord heard it, and his anger was kindled. And the fire of the Lord burnt among them and consumed them that were in the uttermost parts of the camp." Complaining. God doesn't like it. So listen. One thing about complaining, I don't know how many of you have ever been to a foreign country. I've been to several. I mean, Mexico, of course, but I've also been to the Philippines, and I've been to Saudi Arabia, and a few other places where people live in absolute dire poverty. You know that in America, just about all of us, me, everyone watching this video, even though you don't have much money, right? Even though you don't have much, right now, all of us in America, we are richer than 99.7% of everybody that's ever lived. We are wealthier than 99.7% of all creation. I mean, you're thinking, well, that's not, how can that be? Sometimes my checkbook gets down to almost nothing. Well, you know what? We don't really have it that bad in America. I mean, if you're sitting back in your recliner and you get hungry and you're tired, you don't want to get up and make nothing to eat. So you reach over to the table, and you grab your cell phone and you call the pizza place and order a pizza and they deliver it to your door. You don't even have to get up until the guy gets there, right? Or you're sitting there and you think, man, I'm cold, I just gotta chill. So do you go out and chop firewood, put it all in the stove, stuff like that? Nope. We walk over to the wall, get the little dial and turn it up a little bit, make ourselves warmer. Yeah, we got it pretty bad here in America. In Numbers 11:15, the Israelis, they were complaining about where they were, and they were trying to remember how great they had it back in Egypt where they were slaves. And this is what they said. "Remember all the fish that we did eat in Egypt freely, and cucumbers and melons and leeks and onions and garlic? But now our soul is dried away, for there is nothing at all beside this manna for our eyes." So yeah, they had it great back in Egypt, but they forgot they were slaves. So this is what you got to remember. They remembered the food, they forgot the slavery. Satan works that way. He has you remember the good, but he forgets the bad. He'll have you remember, yeah, it's fun to go out and drink with your friends, but boy, it sure is a bummer when you come home and you're sitting there holding the toilet thrown up in it. There's always both sides to the story. This is what it says in Philippians 4:11-13. "For I have learned," this is Paul speaking, "I have learned that whatsoever state I'm in, therewith to be content." So in other words, Paul's saying, I don't care what happens to me, I'm not complaining. I've learned therewith to be content. I know how to be abased, and I know how to abound. Everywhere and in all things I am instructed both to be full and to be hungry, to abound and to suffer need. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Paul was not a complainer, and we don't need to be either. No Christian has anything to complain about. All we have to do is just pray and wait on the Lord. And that's the key, to wait on the Lord and be about his business. Isaiah 40:31, this is what it says. "But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint." Psalms 27:14 goes on to tell us, wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thy heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. People, listen. God has blessed each and every one of us in ways that we can't even imagine. You know that probably there's no way to put a percentage on it, but I would say that a greater portion of the blessings that God's ever blessed you with, you don't even know about it. The greater blessings, you're clueless to them. I mean, you ever just go somewhere and you just, before you leave, you just say, Heavenly Father, would you please protect me as I travel? Man, I do. I'll tell you what, I just got done with a 300-mile trip. I prayed before I left. And before I left up there to come back, I said, Heavenly Father, please put a hedge of protection around my car. Keep it mechanically sound. Protect me, Lord. Deliver me safely back home. But anyway, you say those prayers, and you have no clue. God might have kept you from a fatal accident. You don't even know it. A lot of our blessings, we never even know about them. And that's what Paul says. He says, I've learned to be content if I have nothing or if I have everything. I've learned to be content, and I've learned to wait on the Lord. Anything I need, if I wait, He'll give it to me. People, don't complain. Don't complain. You know what? Seriously, me complaining to God, that's like me giving my kid a brand new car and them turn around and telling me, well, I don't like the color. Same thing. Anyway, I just wanted to give you something to think about. Heaven or hell, you choose. Just remember, once you take your last breath, it's a done deal.